Dallas has just been on a tear. I believe we can attribute that to Jason Robertson. Also, Jake Ottinger, who's really stepped in.
Yeah, so we can compare a rookie QB to a toddler. Hayward's absence for this game will be significant, and I wouldn't be surprised if this game turns into a blowout as of late.
The Golden Knights just can't pull it. I really think the Avalanche are determined this year.
They made so many moves and grabbed so many guys that they have to win a championship or at least make the finals. They were on our championship and bust.
The same self, the only year he won an MVP was the year he cheated, which really should put something against that MVP. But
yeah, and as a Cowboys fan, I have learned how dangerously good Aaron Rodgers has been with he can just thread a pass.
Hello, I am Ruby Ackerman, and you are listening to Outsider's Opinion with Kevin and Austin.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to our NHL Opinions of the Week. We are once again talking about the All-Star Game, and I am joined by the All-Star of this podcast, Austin.
I appreciate that, Kevin. You're up there in voting. Sadly, there can only be one All-Star if there's only two of us. So
that's a good point. I made that ball on the spot. I'm proud of myself for that. I'm just gonna pat myself on the back.
Yeah, you deserve it.
Thank you.
So today, because it's getting posted on Friday, is the NHL All-Star Skills Competitions. There's 7 of them, 3 new ones, which we'll all explain shortly. And then there's the normal ones, which are fastest skater, breakaway challenge, accuracy shooting, and hardest shot. So which of the new ones do you want to explain first?
I was hoping you'd explain them.
I can explain it. Which one do you want to do first?
Can you explain the Chipotle one? Just because
the NHL Pitch and Puck. So, according to the NHL website, the Chipotle NHL Pitch and Puck will have players combine their hockey and golf skills on a par 4 golf hole featuring an island green. 6 players will participate, the winner being the one who successfully sinks the puck/ball in the hole with the fewest shots using a combination of hockey and golf shots. If there's a tie, the longest drive determines the winner. So I'm assuming there's only one hole, so it should be relatively short, and this one's outside, obviously. And I'm kind of interested in this one. I have it on, so we ranked every one of these in events I'm most excited for, with 1 being the one I'm most excited for, 7 being the one I'm least excited for. I have this one around 5 because I feel like it's going to be short. And I don't know how interesting it's going to be because they don't really practice this, I would assume, because it's much different golf versus hockey. Golf's about finesse, while hockey, you're just trying to shoot it hard in the right spot. So, I don't know. What do you think?
So I'm interested in this because it seems like you can either do a hockey stick or like a golf club.
I think this is how it's going to go. I think one shot's hockey, one shot's golf. One shot's hockey, one shot's golf. I think that's what it's going to be. This is a combination of hockey and golf skills.
Because I'm like, I just thought of like Dude Perfect when like they have the different like balls that they can throw for golf. And I'm like, now, like, so are they going to hit it with the hockey stick? And then do they decide if they hit with the hockey stick again or the golf club?
I think what's going to happen, I just thought of this, I'm really proud of it. I think putting is going to be hockey because you can pass it on the ground a lot easier. So I think they golf until they putt, and then they putt with the hockey stick. So you can choose to be hockey stick, but on grass, there's no way you can get enough lift on it consistently. I would only use that for putting.
I know. But there's a strategy, so I'm intrigued, and what could go wrong is also, I just would love to see if someone tries. Like, you're right about everything, but if they try to, hit it with a hockey puck first, or, a hockey stick first, what would happen? So I'm curious. And if you're hitting with a hockey stick, would you have more power? How fast would that ball go?
You would not. I mean, unless you tried to drive it, but you could also, with hockey, you can flick it up like people do to get it out of the zone, or you could slap shot it and drive it. They're going to have it to where they put a fake ice under the ball if they want to actually attempt to do this without, because the puck is going to go nowhere if you just put it on the ground and you're not in the green where it's really slick already.
So it's with a puck. I thought it was just with the ball.
No, it said no. There's puck. It said yeah. It successfully sinks the puck/ball. So I'm assuming that for some. That's why I'm saying golf hit. Golf hit, hockey hit. Golf hit, hockey hit.
Oh, okay. But well, so I'm just intrigued in the strategy and like what could go wrong. So that's why it's my number 3.
Okay. Next we'll do. I'll explain the Tindy Tandem, which is another one of the 3 new ones. In the Discover NHL Tindy Tandem, 8 goalies will work in tandems, one shooting and the other in net. The shooting goalie from a division will take a shot from a designated mark and will be awarded 3 points if the shot goes in the hole, 2 if it hits in the net, and 0 if it misses the target. The in-net goalie will face 1, 2, or 3 players depending on the points earned from the shooting goalie. Players will start from center ice and must shoot on the rush. NHL shootout rules in general will apply. Play continues until all pucks have been shot and is repeated for the second goalie pairing. And the goalie with the goalie tandem with the most points wins. So I have the goalie tandem, also known as the Tindy Tandem, at 3. I'm interested, but also I'm not that confident about a goalie being able to shoot it into a hole all that often. Yes, goalies are very skilled, and some of them are extremely skilled. But it's almost accuracy shooting with a goalie. So I have it a lot higher than I do accuracy shooting. But it's not the one I'm most interested in.
Yeah, this one was last because I couldn't really understand it, but after you explained it, I think I do understand it. So if he gets a 1, he gets 1 point. Does that mean he faces 2 players or 1 player?
So it's 1, 2, or 3 players. What I think happens is if you get 0 points, you face 3 players.
Okay. So then if I hit...
But if it's potential, it could be just 1. Because it makes sense if you got more points by saving it. But what I don't understand is how. Do you get points only if both things happen? Like, do you get 3 points and then 3 if you save 3 and get 3?
I think if you
score 3, and then you
that's
face a
probably
3.
a shootout.
No. I don't think you understand. If you score 3, is that 3 points? Or is it only 3 points after you face the shootout, and if you save it, then you get 3 points? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Sort of. But so the number doesn't... So if he scores a 3, he still faces 3 players? Or does he face 1 player?
I think he faces 3 players, and if he hits in net, it's 2 players, and if he gets 0 points, it's 1 player. Or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it's the inverse of that. And if it is the inverse of that, it'd have to be, I think, if you save the shot. That's what it is. It's inverse. So if you score in the 3, you face 1 player, but you have to save the shot or you don't get the point.
Okay. Then it's at 4 for me. I moved it up. Okay. Now I sort of understand. But yeah,
you kept pitch and puck at 3?
Yeah. I don't know how good, like I agree with you. I don't know how good he's going to be at accuracy shooting.
Yeah. I'm intrigued. That's why I have it at 3. But it's not what I'm like waiting to see. The last new one is the Enterprise NHL Splash Shot, which will be on the beach at Fort Lauderdale and will feature 8 players divided into 4 teams of 2. Players are required to hit all targets before attempting to dunk their opponents, the winner being the one to dunk his or her opponents first. So I'm assuming how this is going to work. There's 4 teams of 2, so I think there's going to be a 2v2 and a 2v2, and then the winner of those 2v2s will play each other. I have the Splash Shot at number 2. I'm very intrigued at this, and I think it's going to be fun. A lot of these I have at the very low because I don't think they're going to try all that hard.
Yeah.
So I have this one, like, they're going to try just for fun. It's going to be really fun to watch and see how players react to being splashed.
Yeah, it's my number 1 because I really want to see how they react. And, like, could they be on the same team? But, like, could Nathan McKinnon be facing Rantanen?
We don't know. We don't know.
So you're trying to splash your teammate. I just think it's going to be pretty funny. And, yeah, I'm excited for that one. So that's why it's my number 1.
Okay. And then we have the rest of them. We'll start out with breakaway challenge. This is my 7. I hate the breakaway challenge because just like the dunk competition, I feel like it's rigged. Or at least if it's not rigged, they always give it to the hometown player. Because I remember Trevor Zegras last year really didn't win it and shouldn't have won it. Oh no, Trevor Zegras should have won it and didn't win it. There's a lot of times where guys, I never watch the breakout challenge because a lot of times the guy who should win it and everyone thinks should win it, at least on per the internet and Twitter or whatever, never does end up winning it, and it really infuriates me. Just like the dunk competition. Look, the dunk competition's not like I only am a 3-point competition guy because they're going to be trying 100%, and you can't really rig it. You can't say, oh, I want this guy to win because all the players there are going to be trying. And breakaway challenge, yes, it's fun, but I don't really enjoy it all that much. Where do you have breakaway challenge?
I have it at 6. Like, I'm not really interested, and I don't think I've ever seen the breakaway challenge, but yeah, I don't know.
It's a dunk competition equivalent, but it's not as serious. It's not as serious as the dunk competition, even though the dunk competition in the past couple of years has not been taken seriously by anyone in the league. So,
But you have the star players, though, right? In the breakaway?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, with the dunk, like, it's just not many people know. I think it could be better if they cared, but, like, they don't.
Yeah. Next, we'll go accuracy shooting. I have this one at 6. I like accuracy shooting, but again, they're not going to be trying 100%. I think the splash shot is going to be the accuracy shooting, but better. So, yes, they're going to have a separate accuracy shooting on ice because it's different. But I believe that I'm going to enjoy splash shot a lot more. And there being 2 accuracy challenges, basically, because that's what splash shot is. Like, you have to hit 4 or 5 different targets and then try to dunk the opponent. That's accuracy shooting. And they're probably going to be trying harder because they want to dunk their their former teammate or a player they like or don't like. It's going to be a lot more fun. So I don't have accuracy shooting all that high, mainly because of the splash shot basically being an accuracy challenge, but just more fun.
Yeah, that is a good point. Accuracy, I have at 5. Like, I just don't really like. You're just gonna be splash shot. It's gonna be fun because like there's a consequence. Accuracy, I'm like, we'll just see.
Okay, at 4, I have my hardest shot challenge. I like the hardest shot challenge, but again, it's going to be hard for them to break Zdeno Chara's record of 108.8 miles per hour. That is moving. And I like it, but again, it's not all that interesting because they don't have to go for accuracy all that much. So, where do you have hardest shot?
It's my last one. Like, I just don't really care. Like, they're just gonna whack it and see how hard he hit it. Like, like if it was hitting something, like if you had to hit like a board and like break the board, that would be fun.
You're thinking of great ideas, Kevin.
That'd be great.
And then the last challenge, fastest skater, my number 1, always my favorite competition. Mainly because they always have really fast skaters in this competition, like the fastest in the league. They don't mess around and just guys aren't trying not to get hurt. And that's what I love about the fastest skater. And you're not going to get hurt skating. Like, if you're going to get hurt skating, like, you're not hitting, you're not doing anything. It's a sprint challenge, basically. And in hockey, there's not enough wear and tear on the knees as much because it's different running versus skating. It's always my favorite to watch. And I will definitely be watching my top 3, which is fastest skater, splash shot, and tendy tandem. But where do you have fastest skater?
It's my number 2. I'm excited for it. I'm just excited for the splash one. I'll probably watch that one. I'll probably be busy, so I'll be watching the highlights of stuff.
Oh yeah, that's perfectly acceptable.
Yeah.
Now we're on to the NHL All-Star Games, which these are on Saturday. The first game is Central versus Pacific. Who do you have winning that game?
I have the Central. I think the Central is pretty good with their goalie, but I also love like just their offense. Like, you got McKinnon, you got Robertson for his first one, so I think he's going to be playing really well. You also have Tarasenko. You also have Makar. You also have Hellebuck and Saros. That's your goalie tandem. So I like that defenseman, but I really love. Oh, you also have Kaprizov. I just really like that lineup for offensively.
Yeah, it should be interesting. I agree. I have the Central winning. I just think the team's too good for the Pacific. The Pacific is lacking in the talent area, and I think the Central is better. Easiest way for me to say it.
I
Next
agree.
is the Atlantic versus the Metropolitan. I'll go first on this one. I have the Atlantic winning. Again, the Atlantic is just too good. Yeah, the goalie tandem, everything is scary, and I'm excited to see what happens.
I agree. Once again, I like the goalie tandem is amazing, and you also have the Kachuk brothers, and I think that goalie tandem is going to be incredible. So I think it's going to be tough to score on them.
Yeah. Last is the championship. The winner of those two games play each other. The losers are done. Atlantic versus Central. Who do you have?
Central, and my MVP is Nathan McKinnon.
I have Atlantic. I think we both went with our own divisions, and I went David Pastrnak.
Oh,
But
nice.
I do find it interesting that both of our teams are top of our respective conferences, but going into the All-Star break. So the Stars, number one team in the West, Bruins, number one team in the East, and we have Atlantic versus Central here. Andrew, you have the Central winning, and I have the Atlantic winning. I mean, it would be a dream. We have yet to have either of us had a favorite team in a championship game yet?
Like championship. Well, I
Like in a
just thought it
year?
was. Do you count like 2020?
Yes, yeah, we covered it, Kevin.
Well, yeah, but like, do you count like the Stars? I don't know. Like, because I wasn't able to go there, and I was like, still like now, like I'm a huge Stars fan. Like it began.
That would be a dream. Let me just say, normally one seeds don't make it every year. Obviously, we saw it with the NFL this year, 1-1. But
It's rigged.
if we could just see a 1-1, Kevin and I would be at our throats. It would be an amazing, amazing.
It would be fun because
That would be maybe my favorite episode ever.
we'd
Is
have to go to a
previewing that.
Stanley Cup game at least once.
Oh, we would have to.
no
we
matter
would
what,
have to.
we'd have to go.
We would have to go.
We'd have to work on it, and then yeah, it would be fun because you also have Monty, former Dallas Stars coach.
That's true. It would be.
Yeah.
Oh man, this would be amazing.
And Sagan.
Sagan. That's what I was about to say. That's what I was about to say.
It'd be
Oh,
good.
this would be. It'd be.
Yeah, some
magical.
young goaltenders. It would be fire, but we'll have to see. Dallas Stars though, best team in Dallas right now.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. You have a 1 seed. You can't be better than a 1 seed,
Yeah.
and they made the most recent championship run, even though they lost in the championship. But they've been the most consistent team recently. We'll obviously have to talk about the Mavs later, but
Yeah. Hey, in Nico we trust. That's it.
that's true. But I'm excited for this weekend. I'll definitely plan to
I'm
watch the
excited
games.
too. I'll watch the highlights and let us know what you think, and then we'll review and let you know. Thank you for listening to Outsiders Opinions.